okay. I know there's a lot of us working from home at the moment, and I've had a couple of requests for people who've said that they are finding that their work setup or their desk setup from home is causing chaos with their back and neck and their posture and some pain. So I've put together this little series that will hopefully help target some of the areas that tend to get tight when we're sitting at a desk, and particularly one that's not really set up as it should be. The particular areas that get quite tight are the hip flexors, and then we get pain often through the thoracic, through the mid-back and through the neck and shoulders as well. So this little sequence today will help focus on some of those areas and hopefully help to get some relief if you are struggling if you're working from home or even just at your desk normally. So I just want to talk initially just a little bit about posture. Everyone always says they've got really bad posture, but posture is actually something that we can change and we can work on. We're not, unless we've got like a congenital thing like scoliosis or something, we're not born with a set posture that we're stuck with. We can train our bodies and work with our bodies to change our posture and make it better. And to ease some of the pain that we feel, and that can be done through some sort of mobility and exercises like we're doing here, or through some stretching and strengthening exercises as well. So it isn't something that you're stuck with if you've got bad posture, should we say. So first off, I just want to talk about a position that you want to try and be in for the initial part of this exercise. So what you want to do is have, as you're sitting, you want to have a nice long elongated spine. So try and have both sit bones down on the floor. Relax through the legs. Have a small contraction through the abdominals and through the core so that you've got a little bit of support through here. Lift tall through the chest whilst grounding down through the base of the seated bones. And draw tall. Imagine you've got a nice, like a string pulling you from the top of your head, and it's going to elongate you up. But what we don't want to do is, as we lift the head here, we don't want to lift the chin. This is going to cause compression through the neck. So we want to drop the chin in, almost like a little chin tuck. So drop the chin backwards and push, elongate backwards as if you're up against a wall. And that's where we want to be here. So this looks a lot better than perhaps here, you know? And even just when you're at your desk, try and be aware of doing that. If you find you kind of slouching at the laptop or wherever you are here, try and lift tall, elongate through the spine, draw the shoulder blades back and lift tall through the chest. So just that drawing of the shoulder blade will help support that shoulder position. So you want to try and be here. It might feel a bit weird and as if you're almost poking your chest out, but that's really where we want to be ideally. So as always, if you want to prop a little support underneath your bottoms, then you can do. If you want to kneel, that's fine. We're going to just find that position. So draw tall through the tummy, lift tall through the chest and through the thoracics, elongate through the neck, but keep that chin tucked in. Don't let that chin lift, putting pressure on the cervical. So draw that chin in and let's roll the shoulder blades backwards. And keep that compression, drawing those shoulder blades down your back. We're going to very gently just roll the head forward, elongating through the back of the spine. Nice and slowly from side to side. Keep drawing those shoulder blades down your back. Keep both sitting bones on the floor. Take it over to the left hand side and draw that right shoulder down. So you're trying to draw that right shoulder away from you. Keep that chin tucked in. You're trying to elongate through the back of the spine. Good. Roll that head forward again. And the other way. Keep sitting tall. If you find you slouch, just draw that thoracic forward a little bit more. Over to the other side. We're going to take the head over to the right, or the opposite way that you just did. Draw that left shoulder down. Sit tall, draw the shoulder away. Feel that elongation through the spine and through the side of the shoulder. Good. Bring yourself back to centre. From here, we're going to gently round off through the back. So we're going to tuck our chin in and curve through the back. And we're going to breathe in and lift up to straight. So we're really working on getting some length through your spine. Draw back again. Lift tall and through. Keep those seat bones down. Keep nice and strong. As we breathe in this time. We're going to take our left arm and circle it behind us, place it down on the floor. Same with the right arm, circle it down behind us. You can have your hands flat up on your fingertips, wherever feels good for you. And we're going to take that similar position that we just did with our panel. So from here, we're going to just drop down back, lift tall, push through the shoulders, elongate the spine. And again, drop in and back. Lift and elongate. Keep that chin tucked in. One more time. Keep those sit bones down. Up and lift. Good. From here, we're going to take the hands, and if it feels good for you, we're going to place flat hands on the floor. You can go on the fingertips as well. Obviously, if you get any pain anywhere, just relax out of it. So if it feels good, we're just going to take the hands down here. You'll probably feel a stretch through your forearms here if they're tight. I know I do. And then from here, if it feels good, we're going to generate some length through the spine, lift through the back, lift through the chest. And if you don't have any neck problems, we can drop the head. Any neck pain, issues, dizziness, vertigo, just keep here and lift to this stretch position. And if it feels good, we're going to just gently drop that head backwards, elongating through the tissues in the front of the neck. Any dizziness comes straight out of this position. One more second here. Nice and slowly bring it back up. Make sure you don't feel dizzy. Bring yourselves up to seated. And again, we're taking a nice big circle with the arms. So the left arm's going to come forward. It's going to come back and place onto our lower backs. The right arm's going to do the same. Bring it back onto our lower backs. Have a little check-in. Have we started slouching? If we have, just sit nice and tall. It's really good to strengthen through your core as well. We're going to take a nice breath in. Draw the shoulder blades up and back. As we breathe out, we're going to draw our elbows together. Feel that stretch through the front of the chest. Nice breath in. Draw those shoulder blades together. Good. And relax. You can stay seated if you want to, or bring yourselves up onto your knees, or if you want to sit on a pillow or a cushion, that's absolutely fine. And we're going to sit comfortably like this and bring the hands together. So this will all depend on our shoulder mobility and our thoracic as well, but that's what we're working on. So if we can, we're going to bring ourselves up into a position here, almost like a prayer in front of our face. And again, just have a check in with this body position. They'll be nice and strong. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Now we're going to lift the arms, and what we don't want to do is arch the lower back. So we're going to keep strong through here, and we're trying to focus our movement through the thoracics and the shoulders. So we take a nice breath in, and we're trying to lift up through the arms, keep the neck elongated. You might only move millimeters, that's fine. Breathe out, bring it back down. And again, breathing up, keep that long elongation through the back of the head. Breathing in, lift it up, try and get that a little bit higher if you can. Don't arch through the lower back, squeeze the elbows and the hands together. Bring it back down. 3 more, lift it up. Keep long in the spine, elbows tight together. Remember, no pain. If you get any pain, just ease off at that position, don't lift as high. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. 2 more. And relax. 1 more, lift up tall. Good. Bring it back. Good. So now we're going to just shake off the shoulders if we need to. We're going to bring the hands up into that prayer position again. From here, we're going to take the left hand and draw it down to the right elbow. We're going to draw it across our chest. Keep the right hand where it is and extend that left arm behind us. In reverse, bring it back, draw it back into the chest, into the elbow, up to here. We're going to lift both elbows up and extend as much as we can. Bring it down. Left side again. Hand comes to the elbow, draw it back to the chest, extend behind us. Feel that rotation in the thoracics, bring it back to the chest, into the elbow and up. Both arms come up, keep the spine long, elbows squeeze together, and One more time, last one. Draw that left arm back. Feel that thoracic. Take a nice breath here. Look over that left hand if it feels good for you. Bringing it back. Elbow squeeze, hand squeeze, lift tall. Bring it back down. Same on the right hand side. Draw that right hand to the left elbow. Draw it across the chest. Extend that right arm back. If it feels good, look over the right hand. Don't worry if you can't go as far as the other side or you're better this side, it doesn't matter. Bring that arm back. Right hand comes to the left elbow. Elbows and hands squeeze together, we lift. Keep strong in your core. That right arm comes down to the left elbow. Rotate. Bring it back. To the elbows, hands and elbow together and lift. Squeeze those elbows. Relax the shoulders down the back. Last time. Right hand comes to the left elbow. Slides across the chest. Extends behind us. Bring it back. Hands together. Lift tall. And relax down. Good. Okay. Take your hands now nice and wide. So you can have them forward, or it may be a little bit more comfortable to have the hands a little bit wider and turning them up ever so slightly. Take the knees as wide as comfortable. A little bit wider is probably going to be a little bit easier. From here, we're going to gently bend through the left arm and drop the right shoulder in towards the floor. Relax that right side of your head on the floor if you can get there. Breathe in, bring it back up. Drop the left hand side down. Work at your own level, remember no pain. Breathe it in, bring it back up. Over to the other side. Bring it back up. Over to the left. Don't forget to breathe. Any pain in your knees, you can come out of it. Good. From here, we're going to try and do a full circle. So we're going to drop the right shoulder down to the floor. Slide across the floor if we can. Feel that stretch through the pecs. Lift up high. And again, right elbow comes down, right shoulder comes down to the floor. Slide across so that the left shoulder comes towards the floor. And lift. One more time this side. Right shoulder comes down. Slide across. Left shoulder on the floor. And lift. Good. Same the other way this time. So we're going to take the left shoulder down to the floor. Slide it across. Remember, work at your own level. If this doesn't work for you, don't do it. Right shoulder onto the floor. Up and lift. Left shoulder comes down. Slide across. Right shoulder's down. Bring it up. One more time. Last one. Left shoulder comes down. Slide across the floor, right shoulder comes down, try and get that shoulder onto the floor if you can, and come back up. Good. Very nice, everyone. So now we're going to bring the knees a little bit closer together, so knees are going to be hip width apart. We're going to come down onto all fours, so onto our hands and knees, and we're going to do a cat-cow like we did in a seated position. So from here, we're going to just gently drop the tummy, lift the chest, lift the head, feel that arch through the lower back. Remember, no pinching in the lower back. We're going to reverse it, we're going to circle it and pull through the thoracics and lift tall, round off the spine. Drop the chest, lift the tailbone, lift the head, draw your shoulder blades down your back, try and elongate your body. Draw your hands towards your knees, feel that stretch through the upper body. Reverse it, lift. Through the thoracics, lift up, push the shoulders away. One more time each way. We're going to drop through, lift the chest, draw the chest through, draw the hands and knees together. Last one. Lift tall, circle to the back, and bring it down. Good. Now we're going to take your right hand and place it as a triangle in the middle of your chest and between your knees. We're going to take the left hand to the back of the neck. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can can just do it with a straight arm, it's fine, but we're just trying to focus on the thoracics a little bit more, opening through your shoulders, which is going to be quite tight through sitting at a desk quite a lot. So take the left hand to the back of the neck. Nice breath in, we're going to breathe in, push through that right hand, lift the left arm up as high towards the sky as we can. As we breathe out, we're going to draw that elbow down towards the floor if we can get there. Breathe in, push through that right arm, extend that left side up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, bring it back. One more time, breathe in. Lift that left elbow up to the sky, relax through the head as much as you can. Bring it back down. Good. Bring those hands back to centre. Switch them over so the left hand comes into the middle and the right hand comes to the back of the neck. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to lift, breathe in, lift up through the right hand side. Breathe out, drop that right elbow to the floor if we can. Bring that right arm up. Drop down to the floor. Last time, push through that left hand, try and encourage that rotation. And bring it back down. Good. Bring ourselves to an all fours position. And we're just going to do one cat-cow in between. So we're just going to gently lift the tailbone, lift the head, draw the hands and the knees together. And reverse it, we're going to lift all through the thoracics. Good. So for this next movement, you're going to need like a chair. I'm going to use some blocks. You're going to need like a chair or a sofa or your work desks. This is a really nice one that you can literally push your chair back and do on the end of your work desk. It's a really nice one to counteract this position, okay? So I'm going to just bring in a temporary work desk. And what we're going to do is we're going to, so what we're going to do is place the back of our elbows onto our desk, chair, whatever it is. Take the knee, if you're kneeling, you can take the knees wide. You can do this sitting at your desk, so your bum will be on your seat, push your chair back, and just take your elbows onto your desk in work, okay, or home, or the kitchen table, or whatever it is. So if you're kneeling like I am here, we're just going to take our legs wide, just to get a nice comfortable position to be in. We're going to take the backs of the elbows onto the blocks, or our desk, or whatever it is. If you've got the range of movement, we're going to keep our hands together in a prayer position, and we're gently going to drop the head and chest down and forward. Turn sideways so you can see what it would look like from the side. Hands together, and we're gently going to drop. So you're going to use the resistance of the table to help create some more movement through the shoulders, through the thoracics. Come out of the position, drop back in. Breathe out as you go. Breathe in, bring it back up. Breathe out, drop it down. Really nice one to do as you're at your work desk. Just take 2 minutes just to do this. Really nice if you've been there for a long time with no breaks. Bring it back up. One more. Good. Very nice. Get out of that position when you're ready. And from here, we're going to bring ourselves into a low lunge position. So we're going to have our left foot in between our hands here. If you need to, you can pop a blanket or a pillow underneath that right knee to give yourself a little bit more support. So I'm going to be in this position here. So just turn so you see this way. And then we're just going to gently rock forwards and backwards, trying to create a little bit more length through this hip flexor. Trying to just warm up and mobilise through the hips. If you do sit for long periods of time, it might be very tight into the front of this hip, which is a sign that you might need it. So we're going to do a few variations with our arms here, so work at your own level. If this is enough for you, just stay here. And then if you want to work through the progressions with me, then that's fine. You can choose whatever works good for you. And remember, depending on how long you've been sitting, some days might feel better or worse than others. So don't be afraid if one day is better than the other. So from here, we're going to take a nice breath in and bring the arms up into a nice high arm position. Relax the shoulder blades down the back, no arching through the lower back. You want to keep strong through the tummy. Draw the shoulder blades back, the arms come up. From here, we're going to bring the hands into that initial chair prayer position. Squeeze the elbows together, squeeze the hands together. Keep everything here strong, and we're going to lift tall through the elbows. And back down. 2 more of these. Lift the elbows up, squeeze them together, and down. 1 more time, lift them up. From here, keep them at chest level. If it feels good, we're going to take them out to the sides. We've got a nice kind of cactus position with our arms. If it feels good, as we breathe in, as we breathe out, we're going to gently lift through the chest, slight bend in the upper body, and no pinching in the lower back. Take a breath in, and breathe out. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to turn to the left. A little bit of rotation. Bring it back to centre. Take it to the right. Don't forget to breathe. Back to centre. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Take it to the left. Back to centre. 1 more time. Over to the right. Bring your hands down, bring that left foot towards the back, take the legs nice and wide and reach long into a child's pose. From here, we're going to take the right arm underneath the left and slide it out as far as we can. Push that right shoulder into the floor, and what should happen is that should elongate the body upwards and rotate you to the left hand side. Relax the head down, reach this arm long above your head. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more to open up through your chest and through your thoracics, we're going to take this left arm up to the sky, tuck it in towards the back or onto the right leg. We're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're going to try and open our pecs and our chest up towards the sky. Open up that left side. Nice breath in. Push away with this right shoulder to encourage that rotation. And breathe out. 1 more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Relax this left arm over the head. Bring yourselves up into a kneeling position. And we go on the other side. So we're going to take the right leg forward, somewhere in between your hands. And just try and lengthen through your spine, feeling that stretch through the front of that left leg. If this is enough for you, stay here. You may want to just give a gentle rock forwards and backwards to create a little bit more fluidity in these movements. Whatever feels good for you. If this is enough, just stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to lift the arms up tall. Remember, no arching in that lower back. Draw the core in tight and lift tall through the spine. Elongate that head and neck like we did in seated posture. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Nice breath in. Breathe out, draw your shoulder blades down. Stay here if you want, or we're going to bring the hands together into our prayer position that we've done previously. Squeeze the elbows together, draw the shoulder blades down the back, squeeze the palms together. Breathe in, we're going to lift tall, lift the arms. Bring it back. Breathe in, lift the arms. Bring it back. 1 more time. Lift the arms, squeeze the elbows together. Bring them back into inline with our head and chest. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to open those arms up Nice breath in. And open up the chest. You'll really feel this through the left hip flexor, through the pecs, but you shouldn't feel anything in your lower back. If you do, come out of the position. Nice breath in. And breathe out. If you want a little bit more, we're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out and turn to the right. Back to centre. Don't worry if you go more on one side or the other. And to the left. Back to centre. To the right. Back to centre. One more time. Over to the left. Good. Bring it back to centre. Rest those hands down. Take that right knee to the back. And relax yourselves down into your child's pose. Relax your head. Reach the arms long. Don't forget to breathe. I find it helps. Good. From here, we're going to take the left hand and slide it long underneath the right. Get that left hand, left shoulder on the floor. Relax your head down. Reach that right arm long above your head. Push into the floor with that left arm. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to take that right arm, reach it back behind us, and tap it in on our left leg or onto our lower backs. Nice breath in. We're going to try and push through that left shoulder, open that right shoulder up to the side. Nice deep breath. And breathe out. One more time. And breathe out. Relax that arm overhead and bring yourself up. Good. Okay, when you're ready, nice and gently bring yourselves up to standing. Okay, so what we're going to do is from standing position, have just a small bend in the knees. Okay, you're going to take the hands and clasp the hands behind your back. Remember which way you do this because we're going to clasp them the other way as well. So we're going to have a very gentle bend in the knees, and on this one again, any issues in the lower back, just come out of the position or come a little bit further, back up into it, just work at your own levels. So we're going to clasp the hands together. If you can't clasp them, pop them onto your bottom or onto the lower back, wherever feels good for you, that's fine. Nice gentle bend in the knees. We're going to straighten through the arms, so drawing the hands down the bottom. Open up the chest and shoulders. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, we're going to just gently drop. We're dropping through the upper back, not through the lower back. So we're dropping through the upper back. If this is enough, stay here. Keep a bend in these knees. If you want a little bit more, we're just going to gently drop that head backwards. Just a breath. And breathe out. Bring the head up nice and slowly, make sure you don't get dizzy. And relax the arms out. And then whichever way you clasp the last time, clasp the opposite side into the hands. Gentle bend in the knees. If that felt enough for you, then stick with that. If you want to just do this other side with me, then you can do. Gentle bend in the knees. Remember, no arch in the lower back. Keep strong in the tummy. Slide your hands down the bottom. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, feel that stretch through the chest. If it feels good, we're going to drop back ever so slightly. And if it feels good, we're going to drop the head. Any dizziness, any neck injuries, don't do this one. Bring it back up. Relax the arms through. Good. And so we've got one more just to finish. So what I want to do is have your legs wide-ish, and you can take as much of a bend in your legs when we do this one as you like. So the straighter the legs are, the more you're going to feel it through your hamstrings and the back of your hips. But primarily we want to be working through the back and through the shoulders and the thoracic. So we're going to take the arms out to the side. We're going to put the left arm underneath the right, and then circle up into this position. If you can't touch here, just keep them here, that's fine. Or just grab your thumbs, whatever feels good. From here, we're going to keep it strong in this position.
We're going to draw the shoulder blades down the back, and we're just going to gently try and lift the elbows up high. Breathe out, relax them down. Draw the elbows up high. Keep the neck long. Tuck your chins in. Relax down. One more time. Lift the arms. Now, with the elbows lifted, if it feels good for you, we're going to gently fold forward. You can bend the knees and fold in, or you can keep the legs a little bit straighter and fold forward, whatever feels good for you. Keep drawing your shoulders up, your elbows upwards. Tuck your head in as far as you comfortably can. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. Take a generous bend in your knees so we're almost squatting. Bring yourselves back into a squat position if you can. From here, we're going to lift the elbows high. Hold it there. Don't forget to breathe. Push your knees out. Draw the elbows down. Push strong through the legs. Relax the arms down. Give them a shake. Last little bit, okay? So take the legs wide again. Take the arms out to the side. Left arm underneath the right this time. Wrap the arms. As always, don't worry if you can't do it on one side, not the other. If you're only there, just keep the back of the hands together. Touching in this position here. This side feels much tighter for me, so don't worry. From here then, keeping strong in the core, drawing our shoulder blades down our back, elongate through our spines and our necks, tuck our chins in. Breathe in, lift the elbows high. Don't worry if they move a couple of millimeters, it's fine, you're doing great. Draw them back down. And again, lift. Draw them back down. One more time, lift the elbows high. Now if it feels good for you, we're going to do this fold. And remember, take as much of a bend in the legs as you do or you don't want to have. Draw those elbows away from the body, relax your head down. One breath here. Take a generous bend in your knees. Tilt your body upwards so we are in our squat position. Push your knees to the side. Lift those elbows away from your body. Lift the hands towards the ceiling. Try and enjoy it. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe out, relax shoulders down the body. Coming up and gently relax. Good. So there you have it, guys, your mobility session for predominantly aimed at those of you who are desk-based or very tight through your thoracics and through your shoulders. I hope you've enjoyed, and as always, any issues, just let me know.